skip day less, yes, say less. Top for the top, apex, everyday flex. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't poppin', I ain't trying to hate. Let's have a Jordan and LeBron debate. I got time today, dripping on the chain. My diamonds say what they gotta say. If you think it's a game, I commentate, I ain't gotta play. On in the morning, I own my opponent. My competition is not an issue, it's cotton tissue. Unconventional, controversial, convoluted, unconditional, undeterred and undisputed. Good morning.
Good morning. It is time to skip the BS. It's time for Undisputed. It's time for Paul Pierce and Keyshawn Johnson and I to dive deep into the Lakers' 110-106 survival last night in New Orleans. Zion Williamson had scored 40 points and just tied the game with 3:13 left when he somehow injured himself coming down after, I don't know, a pretty routine bucket, a little 3-foot floater over Anthony Davis. Zion ended up running to the locker room and did not return. I believe it was the most mysterious injury I have ever seen. The Pelicans would say only that it was a quote-unquote left leg injury, no specifics. I do not believe the Lakers would have won if Zion had finished that game, but they did win. They do either get to or have to play defending champ Denver in the first round instead of the conference finals like last year. Game 1, Saturday, 8:30 Eastern in Denver. So, Paul, kick us off here with your opinion of what happened last night in that game.
I mean, first off, good win, because that was the goal. Get the win, get some rest for Saturday. But a lot of concerns with this game because the Lakers, they went up 18, supposed to put a team like this away. They gave up a lead. On a night where LeBron doesn't shoot well, AD doesn't shoot well, and you get a win because you have role players who stepped up. I mean, you'll take that. But moving forward, they got to play better, Skip, Keyshawn. This is not a team playing like this that you want to see going to Denver. You know, they got thrashed in the paint. I mean, they gave up 62 points. They got crushed on the rebounds. And if you play like this versus the Denver Nuggets, the defending champs in their building, you're going to go home early. And by early, I mean you might get swept. And so, yeah, it was a good win. There's some positives that you can take from this. Obviously, you like what D'Angelo Russell did, Austin Reeves did. But moving forward, they got to play better. And you're right. They were on the ropes if Zion had stayed in the game because he was just unstoppable. And I'm thinking, like, he was playing the game of his life, so it had to be some type of injury. It looked mysterious. It didn't look like much, but something had to happen because you're having a game of your life. You tie the game up.
Game of your life.
I mean, game of your life. And you go up and you tie the game up and you come out. So I know it has to be something. But, you know, good win for the Lakers moving forward.
Yeah.
They need to be better, though, if they want to at least push this series beyond 4 games with the Nuggets.
I hear you. So, Keyshawn, are you more relieved or happy? Which way are you? Are you...
A win is a win is a win. We got the win, Skip.
You did get
I
the win.
I expected for him to continue that 18-point onslaughter with 5:32 to go in the third quarter. It didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Okay, they closed the gap. They tied it up. I get all that. LeBron didn't play well. He shot well from the free throw, as you like to say, Skip. There are free throws for a reason. He was 10 of 10. He's gotten better at that. That's one up on him with the GOAT conversation. That's one up on him.
Wait, I thought you didn't do GOAT conversations.
No, but so he didn't play well. He didn't shoot the ball particularly well. You know, you look at him, he was 6-20 from the field. But at the free throw line, he cashed it in. He played bully ball, you know, and he did get to the cup many times and went to the line. That was a plus. Anthony Davis has to play better. Can't get pushed around when he's down low. He has to finish. He's already at the rim. He had an opportunity to have a lot of and-ones last night, but he couldn't cash in the easy. I'm already kissing the rim, but for some reason, I can't put it in. But then, okay, so now you say, well, the role players, as I said to you yesterday, and as I said throughout these conversations, those guys, Austin Reeves, Hachimura, along with D'Lo, have got to finish. And they did. D'Lo especially knocked down crucial threes especially late in the game in the fourth quarter, a minute and some change ago. He hit the one in the corner. Reeves assist, knocked it down, go up by 4.
Yep.
The game was over at that point, right? It was pretty much over with. So when I look at this matchup against the Nuggets, if you want to move things forward, they've got to clearly play better. But they got to go back and look at the things that they've done wrong in the last 8 appearances against the Nuggets and fix that, whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
They got to fix that if they want to have an opportunity. Still one. I don't care if it's the first one or the second, but you can't come back to L.A. 0-2 because it's going to be hard as hell if you come back to L.A. 0-2 to tie it up. It's curtains. It's over with.
It's curtains.
Yeah, it's curtains.
Agreed.
And I think I think they know that. Now, look, Anthony Davis didn't play well last night, Skip, but he did have a back injury, okay? He did.
Yeah,
to some degree.
I got it. Yep.
And I don't know how well he was feeling last night. He played.
Yep.
So you would think with the rest that he's getting now over the next several days, that back will be much better, and he'll be able to withstand the punishment down low, the bruising, the pounding, or that Joker will put his butt up on him and bounce him around. He'll be able to withstand that.
Yeah.
I would think so. And then LeBron just gotta shoot it better. He, too, again, at times he was so out of control. It's Speedy Gonzalez down the lane. He fell one time. I was like, LeBron, come on, man. Because I think he thought that they was going to defend him, and he moved out the way.
It's almost like the chair got pulled out from
the chair got pulled from underneath him because he was coming down. He was coming downhill so damn fast.
Agreed.
I'm like, you gotta start to be under control, man, and stop taking bad shots and getting caught in traps where you can't get rid of the ball, and you wind up just taking a bad shot because you're holding on to it too long. Get rid of the ball. I need some pace. I need the ball to move around in different people's hands, and if they can correct that, I'm giving us a fighting chance, man. I don't care what nobody say. I know everybody out there, Skip, saying that the Nuggets is bringing out the broom again. I don't believe that.
Okay. All right, my turn. To your point about the free throws, he did make 10 out of 10. And I say to that what I said to 41% from 3. It's about damn time. We're near 21, and finally he's making free throws. That better hold through the next 4 games or 5 games or 6 games or whatever it's going to take. He's going to have to keep making free throws and start making threes again in big games because he did not shoot it well from 3 last night. He was 1 of 5. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this again. I really like this basketball team. I've liked it from the start. And I loved what Gabe Vincent started to bring to this team last night because I started seeing little flashes of that guy who scored 29 points against your Celtics last year in Game 3 in Miami.
He knocked down a couple crucial threes.
And the same guy who scored 25 points in Game 2 at Denver last year in the finals, which was the only game that Miami won. He is capable, and he's finally getting legs underneath him. So I like that. And yet, to both of your points, with 6:21 left in the third quarter, I tweeted in all caps, bring on the Nuggets, because the Lakers were up by 18 at that point. And from that moment on, they proceeded to give up a 38-20 run. 38-20? It's wrong. It's scary wrong to me because you're better than that, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're flawed to the core. But
I think LeBron was out a little bit of that time.
But they couldn't get it back, and little Alvarado came in and jump-started.
He get on my nerves, man.
Well, he gets on their nerves. He gets on D'Lo's nerves.
I didn't get on my nerves, Paul.
Grand Theft Alvarado.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he and D'Lo got into it early. And then every shot D'Lo made, he's looking at the bench, talking to their bench. He had something going with them, but whatever. If you had told me going into this game that LeBron and AD would combine to shoot 12 of 36, I'd say curtains for this game, right? And yet, Zion, I'm a big fan, and I was Zion over Ja coming out in that draft, and then it was going back and forth, and Ja's had his issues off the court, but it's always been kind of 50-50 between those two. Last night was his first postseason game, and that was a coming out party for him because he was cooking them. And to both your points, I mean, you got blasted in points in the paint, 62-30. Are you kidding?
That was all him.
It was all him.
It was all him.
So he's got 40 points, and we get to the flashpoint moment, and he just goes up and scores easily over AD. And I'm thinking, uh-oh, this feels wrong again because it's 95 all. And he comes down, and it doesn't look like he came down awkwardly or dangerously, did it? It didn't to me. And he's got a little bit of hitch in his step, just maybe a tiny bit of gimpy little limp in him as he's going to the bench. And he sits for a second. There it is again. And he's angry, and he's angry, and he's angry. And then he just picks up he pulls his jersey over his face, and then he goes and sits on the bench, and then he throws the towel, and he gets up, and he